number one
Yeah, I
there.
see
Do
it.
you see that? So I send this to you at the end as a PDF of the notes of my screen. I would still encourage you to take notes, and we're doing a screen recording, so you'll get all of this that you can view at a later time. I do trim the video so we don't get all that early stuff here, but
Um,
let's just get started here. So we're going to graph these 3 points here.
yeah.
4, 2. So there's my first point. That's G. H is 3, -4. That's down here. So I'll go G, I'll go H, and then the point 1, 1, which is about there. I wish they had this in such a way where they labeled them by ones, but they
Yeah.
didn't. Okay, so that's what we've got. This looks like a triangle of some sort. Okay.
See, I know how to do that, and I wanna just master it. I know how to do that, but I don't know how to reflect it, like, get it accurate, like,
Right.
perfect in the
So it
reflect.
says over the y-axis. This is the y-axis here. Do you see that?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, and what you're doing is you're sort of, it's like looking at yourself in the mirror. The points have to be equal distance apart. So let me switch colors here because that's the easiest way to see this. So this point here, how far away is it from the x-axis or y-axis? Well, it's 4 away. So we can put that point here. That's G prime. Okay, do you see how this point
Yeah,
maps to there?
yeah, I
This
see.
point right here it's at 3, it's 3 away. So we're going to go 3 away here. Notice I'm not talking about positive or negative. I'm just asking
Mhm.
how far away it is. And then this point is 1 away. So we'll move that right there. That was H prime. That's J
Mhm.
prime. And then we connect them there.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Now we can do a little bit of congruent statement stuff here, or we can do a couple more examples before we jump to that. What would you
A
prefer?
couple more examples because, like, I can, like, remember stuff and then I just forget it completely, so I need to, like, go over it a few times.
All right, let's look at question number 2. I'm going to snip that in and we'll look at it together here. So let me snip this in. All right. So it says MNP with vertices. So this one isn't labeled. I think I can just go by ones here. Um, so M is 2, 1. N is -3, 1. And P is -1, 4. So that's up here. So that's M and P. And we'll draw some nice lines. Your teacher probably wants to use a ruler. This
Mhm.
doesn't matter to me. All right, so here's the x-axis. This is the mirror.
Yes.
Okay, you got to make sure you choose the right mirror when you're doing this. Let me choose blue. So it's kind of the same deal. It's like choose each point and like how far away is it from the x-axis? Well, this M is 1 unit away. This N
And
is 1 unit. Go ahead.
and the P is 4 units
4 units
away.
away. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. You will very often see that it looks correct after you do it. If you
Yeah.
graph it in the wrong place, you're gonna be like, oh, it's not right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot better understanding.
Okay. So let's do another one here for this. So number 3. Number 3. Okay. So quadrilateral WXYZ. If you don't have graph paper, it's pretty tough, but it's nice if you got the screen here. So W is -1, -1. X is, oops, that's the wrong spot. So these are going by 2. I didn't pay attention to that. There's -1, -1, 1, 4, 1, 4, 5, and 1, 7. So somewhere in there. Okay. So this is some sort of a odd shape like that. And we're reflecting it over the x-axis. Okay. Let me just check that I got that right. So this is the first one where the shape actually overlaps with the x-axis there.
Mhm.
And what you still do is let's do the easy points first. Like, see how this one is 1 away, this point right here.
Yeah, I do.
So we'll just move that one there. This one's 5 away, so we'll put that one there. And then this one is 7 away, so we'll put that one there. This one though is different. Like I said, it's the first one where the axis actually intersects the figure. You still ask the same question. You say, how far away is it? Well, it's 1 away, but it's now 1 up on that side. So the reflected image actually overlaps itself, which is uncomfortable or awkward the first time you do it.
Hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, I did not label the points, which is not good because your instructor does expect you to do that. Um, you you definitely want to do that if you're doing this on a test or quiz.
Yeah, I usually remember that.
Great. Do you have graph paper with you, or do you have this in front of you already?
No, I do not have graph paper in front of me.
Okay, because this is about the time where I normally say, hey, why don't you jump in and do one here? I'll
I
just
can draw one or whatever. If that
let me see what's beyond this. So we got these 2 pages. That's okay. Let's we'll just keep going with this one here. So you're graphing vertices 1, 0. So again, these go by 2. So that's kind of frustrating because it's hard right on there. 1, -5. That's there. Oops. 4, -1. That's there. And then 3, 2 is there. Huh. That's interesting. No, I graphed that. 4, -1, and then 3, 2 is there. Okay. So some sort of a shape like this. Let me label it here. So this is E, F, we got D, and then G. Okay, so we're graphing it. We're doing it now over the y-axis. So that's this one here. And like before, you figure out how far away you are from it. So like this D is 1 away. And notice I'm not doing anything with the points. I'm doing it all on the graph. Like it's too hard to do with just the points because you got to remember some rules, and that's never good here. This E, let's go to E. E is also 1 away. So that's down here. And G is 3 away. So I just go that way. And then this F is 4 away. So I go there.
to 4, yeah.
Yeah. So this looks like a kite. And it kind of looks clear that it's reflected over that axis. And then you're supposed to label that's D prime, G prime, E prime, and F prime on that.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're making a lot of sense.
All right, let's look at the next one here. Do you typically get one assignment a day to work on in math?
Yeah, usually.
Okay. Are you doing that in the classroom, or are you getting it done before ahead of time?
Depends. The same.
Okay. The figure at the right is reflected over the X axis. Find the coordinates of points A prime and B prime. Okay. They're basically saying, like, what does this look like after you reflect it? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, make this a little bigger because I don't think it's all that clear. So let me,
Oh, it's pretty clear. I can see everything.
is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. All right. Switching colors here. So this is like, it's a little odd, but that triangle becomes like that. That triangle becomes like that. So see how those are
Yeah, I
reflected
see
like
it.
that. And then the rec, this is a square up here. It's down here. Okay, so something like that. And then it's repeated over here. These are filled in, these are filled in, and then you get all this filled in. And then this right here, it's actually over here. See that filled in. Is all filled in. And then I guess there's one more red one here, like that. Now let's switch to blue. Blue are the other ones. You can see those are there, there. All of that there. Okay. So your instructor is looking for something like that with it. Now A prime is down there and B prime is down there. And you just have to find the coordinates. It's really just a matter of counting. So you're going to go left, 1, 2, 3, -3, and then you're going down 3. It looks, or I'm sorry, 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. and then down 3. Then here you're going right 3 and then down 3.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just like kind of confused on how to like write the equation thing.
What equation? What are you referring to?
Well, like we were doing stuff in class, like we were writing equations from it or whatever, like AB equals BA or something like that. And it's just like I'm not
Okay,
really.
so that's the other topic you sent me. Do you
Yeah.
want us to finish 6 and 7, or do you want
Yeah.
to?
We
Okay,
can that too.
all right, let's do that here. Okay, so for 6, you should graph the point. I know without graphing paper that can be a little tough, but we'll just make a quick XY plane here. All right, so -3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's there. That's A. And then B is 3, 5. That's there. I'm sorry, that's A prime. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So which one is it reflected over?
A, A?
Yes. How do you go from A to A prime? Which axis are you reflecting over?
The X and Y axis, right?
You're picking one or the other. You're picking one or the other.
Wait, what was the question again?
So it says there on your screen, determine which axis you're reflecting over.
Oh, you're reflecting over from the X axis to the Y axis, right?
It's one or the other. So I don't think that's clear. So let me draw another point here. See if I can get this to come up. It's not coming up. Let me draw another point here. This point, I'm going to call this B, and this B prime. This is reflected over the x-axis because it's the same distance away.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yeah.
C right here, here's C, and then C prime. They're the same distance away. That's reflected over the y-axis.
Okay, I see.
So A up
What's the
here,
axis that's reflecting?
A is reflected over the y-axis.
Oh, huh.
Okay, I can tell that that's still not clear,
Yeah.
but so there's a rule that you can use here to figure this out, and that's maybe you're not a visual person, maybe you are. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter for the moment. Let's look at these two data points again. What is the same and what is different?
One of them is negative, and
But
one of
but
them.
this is always the same. You see how these are the same?
Yeah.
So when the y value is the same, it's reflected over the y-axis.
Oh, I see now.
Okay. Now in the next example, we're not going to graph this one. We're going to just do it this way. You're going to see that the x coordinate is the same. The x value is the same.
Mm-hmm.
The
But the
same,
Y isn't.
right? So when the x value is the same, it's reflected over the x-axis.
Okay.
And that's the shortcut if the visual isn't as clear for that.
Okay.
All right, so let me jump to these congruence statements because I think these are super critical here to understand.
Mm-hmm.
These are very visual though, so I'm gonna take a guess that this is maybe one of those things that you struggled with because it's a small detailed thing that you've got to be paying attention to here when you do that. Okay, so this is like a problem I saw, and the first thing they always ask you to do is to write the congruence statement.
Mm-hmm.
And what you have to do is you have to start matching. You have to say what letter goes with what letter. So why are H and K the same if they are?
Because they're both the same shape pretty much.
It has to do with these symbols here, the 1, 2, 3s.
Oh, they have 3 lines.
Right. So why is J and G the same?
They both have the little swoop around.
The one line, the one little arc there, one little arc
Yeah.
there. Okay. So let's start with these. So first triangle is G. Congruent second triangle is J. So from G, which way do you want to go? Do you want to go to H or do you want to go to I? Your pick.
H.
H. So H is the one with 3 angles. So we have to go to J has to go to the one with 3 angles. So that is K.
Okay.
And then to close the loop here, you went G to H to I because you need 3 letters for a triangle. And for the J, K, you go to L.
Okay, this makes more sense.
Did you understand what I just did? Because everything we're about to do follows from these letters. It has nothing to do with the image anymore.
A little bit. I need a few more to look at, but yeah, I'm understanding it better now what to do.
Okay, let's do one more here. Let's say I give you triangle A, B, C, and triangle D, E, F. Okay. And let's just start with triangle A. Angle A, which is A the same as in this other picture over here.
E.
Why? Why are they the same?
They both got the 2 lines.
Very good. From A, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to B or do you want to go to C?
C.
C. Okay. So which of these on the right here corresponds to C with the 3
D.
lines? D. Okay. And then that means you're going to B.
And then
And then
B matches with F.
good. Now this is correct.
That's
Now,
all you do?
now there's more, but let me continue. Is triangle BAC the same as triangle how do I want to do this? FED.
No, it's not.
Okay, so let's go through it. Is B the same as F?
No. Oh, yeah.
Is A the same as E? 2 lines, 2 lines.
Yes.
Is C the same as D?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there's actually several here that work.
In different form, yeah.
Is triangle CBA the same as triangle, well, DFE?
Yeah, it is.
Why? What makes them the same?
They both match up still.
So each angle, like C matches up with D.
D, and it has the 3 lines, and then the B matches up with F because it has 1 line, and then A matches up with E because they have 2.
Very good. So let me show you this visually here. A always goes with E.
Yeah.
C always goes with D. And B always goes with
F.
F. So B always goes with D, right? So if B comes first, then
D goes next.
so this one I actually it was, let me, BAC FE. I'm sorry, did I okay. B always goes with F. Yes, B goes with F. A goes with D. This is what is, so I've got something off here. I'm sorry. Forget that conversation here. I want to go back to this example because this is what's really important here. So I'm assuming your instructor's gonna give you a question here where you have to come up with the triangle congruence statement. Okay,
Yeah.
so you start with this. Okay, and these are actually pretty tough to grade because they have to actually read all these out loud. So because G is the same as J, there are 3 angle statements and there are 3 segment statements. So you're gonna write 6 total. So the angle ones are the easier ones. Angle G is congruent to angle J.
Yeah.
G and J.
Yeah.
H and K, angle H is congruent to angle K.
Yeah.
And then angle I
Is
congruent to angle L.
oh yeah.
Now, I'm not, just so you know, I'm not even looking at this picture anymore. I'm only looking at these letters because you can do it from the letters. You don't have to do anything with the picture once you get this right.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, G to H is congruent to J to K. See how G and H go together and J
Yeah.
and K go together? Now I'm going to just slide down. H to I, H and I is congruent to K to L.
Yeah.
Second to last two, and then you wrap around. I to G is congruent to L to J. And this is it. That's all you have to do for those.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense now.
We're going to do a couple more here, at least one more here on this to make this clear.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Can I do one on my own too to see if I got it? Because it's really making sense to me now.
I will if you give me the correct triangle statement. I need triangle congruent to triangle. You have to give me this part right from this picture. So give me this whenever you've got it, and then I'll let you go off and write the three statements.
Okay. Wait, you want me to give you it right now?
Whenever you've got it, there's no rush, but I want to confirm your letters are right before I let you go off and do.
Wait, what do you want me to do again?
I want you to fill in this part right here.
Oh, okay.
Like, is it A, B, C and X, Y, Z, you know, A, C, B, Y, Z, X, whatever you get up here. I want to confirm that before.
Okay. And I see that because of the lines. I don't know. I'm just like kind of confused here now.
Okay, so where does, and this one doesn't have any angles in it. Which letter over here is corresponding to A? Does it look like? Just first
Oh,
guess.
X.
Probably X.
Yeah.
So A to B, see how I take this path here, A to B, is that like going from X to Y?
Yes, it is.
It is. So we can say AB, XY, and then B goes to
C,
C,
uh, Y goes to X.
Y goes to Z,
Or Z, yeah.
X to Y to
Y
Z.
yeah.
So from here, there are 3 angles statements that you can make and 3 segment statements that you can make.
Okay.
So I'd like you to do the angle ones first. They're just a mapping, you know, first letter to first letter, second letter to second letter, third letter to third letter.
Okay. You want me to get the angle of the
So let me show you what I'm looking for is 3 statements like this for the angles, and then 3 statements like this for the sides.
okay.
And again, if it's still not clear, I mean, that's why I usually do a couple examples here.
Yeah, the angles are I don't really know about the angles, but I think I can do the
Well,
others.
remember that the first letter goes along with the first letter. So angle A is congruent to angle X.
Okay, you want me to write that? Yeah.
You have to, yeah, I mean, you have to, that's the first one. The second one,
Is
angle,
B is equal to Y.
exactly. And the third one is C congruent to Z.
Okay. Okay, no, okay, yeah.
And now you're gonna have 3 segment statements. You're gonna have line segment something congruent to something.
Okay, so like B is congruent to
B is a point though. A line segment has 2 letters associated with it. So like AB is congruent to, see how A and B are squeezed
okay,
together?
so A and B are congruent to X and Y.
Good,
And then B and C are congruent to Y and Z.
good. And
And
then you wrap around here. So C to A.
C to A is congruent to X and Z.
The order matters. So you have to say Z to
Oh,
X.
yeah. X and
It's a detailed
Z and
thing.
X, Z and X, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I got that.
Let's do one more here.
Okay. Yeah, I can do it on my own now, I'm pretty sure.
That's fine with me. I just want you to confirm the triangle congruence statement first. The triangle one is this top one. That's key to me that you do correctly, because then the rest follows from it.
Okay.
So again, like what I'm asking is triangle something congruent to triangle something. I need you to fill in the blanks there whenever you're ready. And
Okay, I got it.
what do you got here?
Well, no, I'm
Oh,
gonna do
okay, okay, you understand. Okay, you know what to do.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what to do now. Okay, so I got it for the
Give me the letters here.
so WUS is equal to XYT.
Okay, so congruent equals is something different, and
Congruent, yeah.
yeah. So we got X. That's perfect. So now you've got 3 angle statements and 3 segment statements.
Yes.
So go ahead and work through those, please.
Okay. Okay, I think I have the next one.
Okay, give it to me. Angle.
UWS.
So the angle can have 3 letters, but notice in the previous examples, we only used 1 letter for them.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
so
give that another try there. There's no rush here. I mean, we're kind of committed to this time, so we just do more problems if you go faster. So take enough time here to get this out.
okay. Is it W congruent to X?
Yes, it's first letter congruent to first letter,
Okay.
and then U is congruent to what?
U is congruent to Y.
Very good. And then S is congruent to.
T.
So this only works if you get this part up here correct. That's why you have to be very careful to make sure you got it correct, because everything follows from it.
Okay.
3 angles. And now give me the segments whenever you get those.
Can you scroll up really quick? Just so
Absolutely here. So you can look at the picture on the left. It really doesn't matter. It's the order that matters. A went to B, so X went to Y. B,
okay, I got it.
it's like giving directions, which you don't do
Yeah.
anymore. But let me know when you got your first one here.
Okay. Okay, so is WU congruent to X and Y?
So we say the correct way to say it, just to be, because I'm sure you're gonna be asked this question. It's segment WU congruent to segment XY.
Okay.
Very good. Yep, that's the first one.
Okay. And then is the second one U at I don't know how to say it.
Line
Is
segment US or
line
segment.
segment US congruent to Y line segment YT?
Yes, very good.
And is line segment SW congruent to XT?
So think about how you did this earlier. You went S to W. See how you wrapped
Yeah.
around? You have to do the same thing here. You have to wrap around
Okay, yeah. I was
TX.
wanted
They are that particular in geometry when you get to this class. I mean, maybe they're emphasizing that now, but it's like they're that particular. It's like
yeah.
did you go, step forward or step backwards? It really matters there.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Let's do another one here.
Okay.
you are pretty close to what I feel like would say you've mastered this, and hopefully your
Yeah, this is
quiz is like,
definitely being so much more, I'm understanding this so much more now.
yeah. So the first thing I want is what's called the triangle congruence statement. And that's where you say triangle 1, 2, 3 is congruent to triangle 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. Um,
Okay. Okay, I got the first one. Uh, line segment ABC equal to GHI.
triangle. So you have to it's triangle ABC congruent to triangle
Oh,
GHI. Excellent though.
okay. So
Right.
when you're doing the 3, it's a triangle, and then when you're
And you're
doing
putting the symbol there to it. So maybe I mean, I to be fair to you, I didn't do a very good job of explaining that. The triangle is literally a triangle. This symbol right here is an angle, and the line above the two letters means line segment. It's kind of like decoding a new language to some extent.
yeah.
Okay, so give me the 3 angles and then the 3 sides.
Okay, so the 3 angles for the 3 angles are 2 things, right? Not 3.
The angles generally use one letter at this level. So you're looking for like letter congruent to letter,
I
angle something congruent to angle something.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so line segment B is congruent to line segment H.
Uh, let's start with A. Angle A congruent to angle G, and then the one you just gave me, angle B congruent to angle H.
And then
What's the last one? Angle,
line segment C congruent to line segment.
angle,
Oh,
angle. Yeah, it's not an oral exam, but that you want to get that down.
got it.
Okay. 3 sides, direction matters. So if you're going A to B, that has to match with the
Yeah.
direction here. And those are the line segments. That's this little line above.
Okay, that's the line segments.
Yes, yes,
So you just did the first one, right?
I did. So you can do the last 2. I know I'm jumping in here, but I want to ease you into this and not, it's better to have some positive, enforcement here, not me always giving you the correct answer. So you're almost there.
Yep. So line segment B and C is congruent to line segment H and I.
Good. And do you have the last one, or are you going to give it to me next?
Hold up, give me like 2 seconds.
Sure.
And line segment C and A is congruent to I and G, line segment I and G.
Very good.
Okay.
All right. So there's one other little piece to this that we have not talked about that I'll try and address here. Can I rotate these? Let's see here. Just not. Okay. All right. So let me go grab. All right, so we've already looked at this question, but I'm just going to snip it in again because we're going to talk about not the congruence statements, but how it moved from one to the other. So there's this idea of there's like what's called a pre-image and a post-image, and it's like, well, how did you get from here to here?
Yeah.
All right, and this one has a couple of things that's happened to it. So let me diagram the first one. So the first one is a reflection over the y-axis. So see how this is 2 apart there, and A is 3, and then C is down here is right there.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, but that's not the final image here. So, but the first thing is that it's reflected over the y-axis. The y-axis is literally your mirror here. Okay. What is the
Mhm.
second thing that happens here? How does this red turn into this blue? Can you give it to me in
Reflection.
words? It's not reflected
Reflection.
anymore. There's other options here. Yeah, maybe you haven't seen this yet. This is a shift. They call it a shift. A shift down 2 units. So see how this point went down 2 units?
Yeah.
This point went down 2 units,
That
and
point was
then
units.
this point went down 2 units. So there are 2 things that happen to cause this to occur. Okay, and so one part of the question on the quiz was like to actually, or this sheet of paper you gave me was to actually come up with that. Let's do another one here. We just looked at in number 3, but it will help here to look at another example. So, okay, so let's assume you started out with A, and here are your options. You can either move up or down. You can either move left or right. You can also reflect over the x-axis and the y-axis.
Yeah.
This one is both of these. So you move up or down and then left or right.
Mm. So
So like, for example, let me try to help here. Let's say we moved A to there, B to there, and C to there.
yeah.
Which way did I move the figure? Up, down, left, or right?
Right.
How many units right did I move it?
2
2.
on each
You see
one.
how it's basically on top of this one? I just have
Yeah.
to move it,
I see. It's right over it.
but I have to move it down. Now you got to be careful. You're moving A down to G. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 down,
Yeah. For
down
everything.
for everything. And then this one moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And then this last one moves 5 down. And you get it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the only ones that you might see, but it does seem to be the ones that your instructor tends to point out here. So let me just briefly grab this last one here. We didn't do this one, so if you want to go back and do it later, you can with the congruence statement. But we're going to look at the reflection here. So let me snip it in. All right. So this triangle on the left becomes this triangle on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice a symmetry here?
Yeah, I do.
So this is the y-axis. So this is a reflection over the y-axis. All right, so that takes us to the end of our lesson time today, Remy.
Oh,
Think you did really well. I'm going to send you this as a PDF and a link to the screen recording here shortly. It might take up to an hour, just depends on how long it takes to download, but I'll send that over to your mom, and you can look this over before the quiz tomorrow. And I think you've got a pretty good shot of really doing well for
yeah.
that.
Yeah, this has helped a lot.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. So thanks again for your time. I am going to end the session. I'll be happy to talk to your mom at a later time or tomorrow, but I do have to run here. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye now.